The Moon Coin 2.0. I mean, if the first moon wasn't enough. The coin I'm talking about is Luna. In today's KuCoin DigiDive, we're going to go over the details on the airdrop, what's going on with it, what are the developments, and a little bit of the tokenomics. If you guys would like to go ahead and get started trading this coin, links in the description below. 20% off trading fees, baby. Alright, so we kind of just hinted at KuCoin. Let me go ahead and show you guys what's the deets on KuCoin in general. Here's a little article that they made. They completed their first airdrop of the new Terra. So you can call this like, I don't know, the Moon 2.0. I mean, that's cool, right? Anyways, Terra 2.0 has been dropped to your wallets. So if you had the Luna Classic token in your wallet on KuCoin, you would have gotten an airdrop. I'll explain the details of the airdrop later in this video. But let's go ahead and show you guys a couple of things on the KuCoin drop. So here's the arrangement for KuCoin. The pre-attack Luna Classic, which is the old Luna, if you had some Luna tokens, if you had 1, 2, whatever amount you have, pre-attack, which was in early May, you would get 1.0347 Luna for every 1 Luna. And the post-attack, you would get 0.000015. You can see it here. Per Luna Classic token you had. That's mainly due to the price, and if a bunch of whales just bought a bunch of Luna and it was 1-to-1 for each, I don't think it would be fair for everyone. You even got some Luna for your UST as well. You got 1 Luna for every 0.02 UST that you had. So as you guys can see here, this is a tweet from Terra Money. Terra Money, they said, block 1 of the brand new Terra blockchain is produced with the chain ID Phoenix 1. As of 6 a.m. UTC on May 28th, the first block has been produced. You got the airdrop, 30% of these tokens are liquid and the other 70% are vested. So as you can see here, it says users can do multiple things with their liquid Luna. You can stake it to earn rewards or participate in governance decisions. You can also use it on the dApps upon launch. Currently, there are really no dApps functioning right now. In fact, here's one of them that was pretty popular. It is TerraSwap. TerraSwap for Terra 2.0 is under construction. So you can't really use any of these dApps currently. So it's kind of a waiting game right now. Also, for the portion of the Luna that's been staked and is vesting, you can visit your Terra Station desktop app, I'll show you guys later in this video, and ensure you have the Phoenix 1 network. You can click the stake tab to view your stake balance and which validators you have. Going to station.terra.money, they automatically update to Terra 2.0, which is right here. If you have the Terra extension, all you're going to need to simply do, if you don't already have it, inside your Terra Station extension wallet, you have mainnet, you have classic, testnet, local Terra. The mainnet has already been added. This is Terra 2.0. If you haven't added it, you can simply add it by managing networks, and you can type in the name, the chain ID, and the LCD. But for the most part, mainnet is Terra 2.0 by default. And if you want to switch back to Classic, all you do is switch to Classic on these settings. Let's go into more details on this Luna token distribution. As you can see here, the community pool was allocated 30%. So this is 300 million tokens in general. At launch, Terra 2.0 released 1 billion tokens. If you ever want to get the circulating market cap of the token, you just multiply the price times the amount of tokens in circulation. So right now it's about 1 billion. We do have some staking rewards right now, so it is a little more than 1 billion. Another 35% of the token allocation went to the pre-attack Luna holders, so the Luna Classic holders. Another 10% went to the pre-attack AUST holders, and then another 10% went to the post-attack Luna holders. And lastly, 15% went to the post-attack UST holders. We already explained to you, based on the KuCoin snapshot, those are the distributions of the actual tokens itself. And if you don't remember what they are, here's a snapshot. Also, if you were playing in the DeFi space, here's your snapshots for the amount of tokens you'll get for holding these token derivatives. Currently for Luna 2.0, there is a ton of volatility with this token. In fact, in the past 24 hours, this token is up 1,000% from its lows. That's how you can understand this volatility. So if you guys are trading this coin, make sure you guys are careful with this. If you guys are in the DeFi space, there is going to be liquidity added for TerraSwap, Astroport, as well as Loop markets in the future. If you don't know what those are, the best way to understand them is those are kind of like the Uniswap or the SushiSwap of the Terra ecosystem. So overall, what are my closing thoughts on Terra 2.0? I think it's going to be interesting to see how the community comes together and makes this chain. Now, obviously, in the beginning, a lot of people were hurt by Terra 1.0. If they're being airdropped these tokens, a large majority of the users may seek to dump their airdrop because, well, they want to get as much money as they possibly can or recover as much money as they possibly can from the money that they lost. However, this will be an interesting experiment what happens with this. One other thing to note with Terra that's completely different than Terra 1.0 is that Terra 2.0 is no longer going to have the UST mint and burn. Instead, it's going to function like an alternate layer 1 with all these different DeFi protocols. So you'll still be able to yield farm, you'll still be able to swap, you'll still be able to do all the DeFi things, but it's not going to have the UST mint and burn function. There are other examples of forks that were actually successful and unsuccessful in the past. One of them that was unsuccessful was Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash did not see as much appreciation as Bitcoin. However, there was an example where the fork was actually successful. This was with Ethereum, when Ethereum split to Ethereum what it is now and Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic was actually the previous existing chain of Ethereum before the MakerDAO hack. When the MakerDAO hack happened, the community actually split into two. We're going to do Ethereum Classic and then the new Ethereum, which is the Ethereum that we know and love today, minus the crazy gas fees. Time will tell. We'll see what happens with this Luna 2.0. We'll see how it develops. Right now, it is mostly speculation, for the dApps aren't currently running, but there was a huge community behind Terra. So at current valuations, with this current price of about $5.30, give or take, and a billion tokens in circulation, there is a little bit more than a billion. You can ask yourself, do you think this project is worth, well, $5 to $6 billion? Now, one thing to keep in mind, the market cap is kind of a meme because a lot of the tokens are vested. Of the liquid supply, it's about a $1 to $2 billion market cap. Sure you guys understand what you're getting into, and let's go and hit you guys with a wisdom one-liner. Proverbs chapter 14 verses 3. A fool's mouth lashes out with pride, but the lips of the wise protect them. Be wise, be humble, or you will quickly be humbled. Pretty valuable lesson. If you guys would like to go ahead and get started trading this coin, there's a link in the description below that will give you 20% off trading fees. And if you guys would like to see some of our previous videos, we got one here, 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 and like there.